Hi, I didn't see you come in. How are you doing today? Good, good. I'm guessing you're interested in some vintage Xbox games? Cool, cool. Yeah. Well, what I have right now is pretty much three main genres. I have racing games, I have sports games, I also have some collectible games that are a little bit more expensive. Um, I can just kind of go through all of them if you want, and you can pick what you like, and we'll just put it in your cart. Cool, cool. So, I guess we'll start with the racing games, if that's okay with you. Excellent. Well, the first game I would like to show you is called Arctic Thunder. This game is very, very fun. You get to ride around on snowmobiles and shoot missiles at people. And you can also turn invisible. You can have a force field. I believe there's even an attack which allows you to activate kind of like a super nuclear bomb or something, and it wipes everybody out. But it's really fun, kind of a wacky racing game. Um, you can play as many different characters. There's tons of maps to choose from. Some of my favorite characters are Ponzo, who's actually a Yeti. And some of my favorite maps on this one would be probably Swiss Alps, or maybe Lost Himalayan City. Yeah, it's really fun. Sounds interesting? Great. I'll add it to your cart then. Let's see. This title is a little bit more of a serious kind of a simulation racing game. It was very revolutionary when it first came out. It is called Forza Motorsport. 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 This game actually uses real cars that are officially licensed on real maps, or tracks rather. So, if you want to drive a Mazda Miata down Laguna Seca, or maybe take a Toyota Supra for hot laps at Road Atlanta, you can do that in this game, which is really, really, really cool. You can also upgrade all of the vehicles to make them perform how you wish. So if you want to take an American muscle car like Pontiac GTO, and turn it into more of a drift car, you can do that in this game. Pretty cool. Yeah? Excellent. I'll add this one as well. Now, if you've never heard of Project Gotham Racing, I would highly recommend you give this one a shot. This one is a bit like Forza in that it is more of a simulation style racing game, but it also has a very unique aesthetic to it. And the point system they actually use for this game is called kudos, 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 kudos. You can go to physical showrooms to purchase the vehicles that you wish to, including top-of-the-line sports cars, such as Ferrari. Sounds fun, but maybe not quite as fun as the others. Okay, I'll set this to the side. And then lastly, for our racing games, we have Need for Speed, Hot Pursuit, Blacklist Edition. Pardon me. Most Wanted. This game is incredibly fun. It allows you to play as a street racer and compete to climb the Blacklist in Rockport City. And you actually start off with the best car in the game, but it gets stolen from you by this real chud named Razor. And you have to climb the Blacklist so you can get your ride back and demand the respect that you deserve. Respect that you deserve. Respect that you deserve. Sounds good? Excellent. I'll put this one in your cart as well. Moving on to the sports games, we have NFL Street Volume 2. This game was actually published by EA Big, which EA no longer, unfortunately, makes titles like this anymore. And EA Big is no longer a thing because EA is just a money-hungry company now, unfortunately. But this was back when EA stood for Electronic Arts. This game allows you to play as some of your favorite football players, including, as you might have noticed, Jeremy Shockey on the cover. You could do really crazy moves, such as jump off of walls to outmaneuver your opponents, or catch the ball, or throw the ball. It also had a unique game mechanic mode in which you could create your own football team and climb to the top of the Football Street League. Sounds fun, but football's not really your cup of tea. Okay. I'll set that to the side for now. And up next we have kind of the brother game, I would say. NBA Street Volume 2. Volume 2. Volume 2. Volume 2. This game was very unique when it came out, and was actually one of the first games to officially license Michael Jordan, as well as Dr. J. There were, of course, other street legends that you could play as. And similarly, it is also made by EA Sports Big. This game as well allowed you to create your own custom baller and compete against the NBA street teams. You could do crazy and amazing things in this game, such as throwing the basketball off the backboard, catching it, and then slam dunking it. You can also throw the ball off your opponent's head, which is very fun, especially in couch multiplayer. Couch multiplayer. Sounds interesting? Good. Well, I'll add this one to your cart as well then. Up next we have Thug. I'm sure you've heard of this game, for it is legendary. You've never heard of Tony Hawk's Underground? Bro, have you been living under a rock? Yeah, are you Patrick Star? This is like one of the greatest skateboarding games ever made. Well, you simply must buy this then. This game was the first Tony Hawk game to introduce a story mode instead of being completely level-based. The creation of your custom skater is also completely unmatched to previous games in the series. And the levels and gameplay were revolutionary when it came out. I'm very excited for you to be able to play this one. I'm not even gonna ask. This is going in your cart. And then, if you want a bit more of a plug-and-play title, I also have Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2X. 2X. X. X. This game is a little bit more level based, but it is still very, very unique and fun. The customizations for your skater are quite limited compared to Thug, but the level-based maps offer just more of a easier playing experience that are more plug and play, but still ridiculously fun. And this game, of course, also supports two-player mode for couch multiplayer. I'll add this one to your card as well then. I didn't know you were a skater. You don't really seem the type. Well, cool. Moving on to the collectibles. First we have Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Original. This game redefined stealth action gameplay, and really as a genre as a whole. You play as Sam Fisher, who is the top operative in all of the United States of America's military. And you are sent on a special secret mission to save the world. A recurring theme in the Splinter Cell games. This game is very much level based and has very, very, very funny dialogue, especially when you interrogate people. Not really your thing? I don't care. I'm putting this in your cart. We also have the sequel, Pandora Tomorrow, which further improved upon the gameplay mechanics of the original Splinter Cell, while offering a very fresh new story. I'll put this in your card as well. And then lastly, we have Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. Chaos Theory. This is the final installment to the original Splinter Cell trilogy and is considered by most to be the greatest stealth action game ever made. The gameplay mechanics were overhauled and new and more exciting animations were added. Also as well, this game is a little bit more mature. I'll add this to your cart as well. Up next we have the Elder Scrolls. Elder Scrolls. Elder Scrolls. Morrowind. This game was such a big deal when it came out and really elevated the Elder Scrolls franchise to a completely new level. Although it is a bit hard to play, and there is no quest markers in this game. So, if you are the type to like a very linear storyline where you're told where to go and what to do, this might not be the game for you. But I still think it's a fantastic game. Yeah. If you want to try it, we have a 1 week return policy on all of our games, provided that they are in the same condition returned as which you purchased them in. So I'll go ahead and add this to your cart so you can try it out. Next we have Halo 2. Oh yes. I personally have spent hours playing this game with my brother on the cooperative story mode. Of course, we never did finish because we'd always end up blowing each other up. But it is still a very fun experience, and if you want to actually finish the story, playing on solo while enjoying the legendary soundtrack is also mesmerizing. I'll be sure to add this one to your cart. It's a must play. The penultimate for the collectible games, we have Ninja Gaiden. This game features some of the hardest gameplay that you will find on any Xbox title, but it is also some of the most rewarding. If you are familiar with Dark Souls at all, this game is thought to be Dark Souls before Dark Souls. You play as Ninja Ryu Hayabusa of the Hayabusa Ninja Clan, and you must avenge your slain clan members, including family members, on an epic quest to discover your true power. True power. So I'll be sure to add this one to your cart as well. And then lastly, we have Jade Empire, a game not quite as well known as the others, but in my opinion, equally as legendary. This game blends some of the best combat gameplay mechanics on the entire Xbox with one of the best stories on the entire Xbox. You play as a spirit monk who is in search of their master, who was taken from your village by Death's hand, evil incarnate. It is one of the funnest titles you will ever play. Very excited for you to play this one as well. I must add this to your cart. And then I know, you said you're really only looking for Xbox titles at the moment, but I have a couple of Wii titles that I think you must see. Must see. Must see. Must see. First up, Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. This Zelda title follows Link, of course, on his quest to rescue Princess Zelda and all of Hyrule. This particular title is known for being a little bit more mature and darker, much like Majora's Mask, but very different as well. You get to interact with such famous characters as Midna, and unlock legendary gadgets such as the Iron Boots, as well as Zora armor, my favorite. I recommend you pick up a Wii so that you can at least try this game. It is so fantastic. lastly, we have Mario Kart. Mario Kart. Mario Kart. Featuring Mario and Luigi. I cannot tell you how fun this game is. You just have to play it for yourself. The gameplay, the tracks, the characters, the animations, the sound effects. It is near impossible to describe the feeling of being second place at the final lap and getting a star power up. Star power up. I don't know if I've ever played a game that both relaxed me, and put me on the edge of my seat at the same time. Simply a legendary must-play. Well, I believe that is all I have to show you for now. As far as the price, I'm afraid it's going to be quite steep for the sports, driving, and collectible games that you've purchased. I'm going to have to charge you one big snuggly hug. Yeah. Bring it in. Excellent. Well, I hope you enjoy your games. And please stop back